And welcome back again to the Bandits Hideout episode number 9, the second interview we're doing this evening with another one of the most exciting signees so far this spring. Coming to us tonight is McPherson's power hitting outfielder, Kyle Lux. Kyle, thank you for joining me and welcome to the Hideout.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Mitch.
All right, well, let's just kind of go through your career tonight. Starting at your first stop was in high school at Sussex Tech High School back in Delaware. And what was it kind of like playing in the early stages of your career?
In high school, I really didn't hit for much power. I only had 2 home runs in my career in high school. I was on the JV team my freshman year. I played some JV on my sophomore year, and then got moved up to varsity. And then I started my junior and senior year in left field at Sussex Tech. But, I had some success. But I was like an all-conference honorable mention my senior year. But I was never really the hitter that I am now. I've really improved since then. But, I was a decent hitter at Sussex Tech, and it was a lot of fun playing there and great coaches. So,
well, very good. And obviously had enough success to go on to the next level. And that led you to your first college team in your home state at Delaware Tech. What kind of made you sign for Coach Curtis Brock at that time?
Well, really, going into my senior year, I wasn't sure if I was going to play college ball at the time. I didn't have any offers, and that was my only offer, was to go play at Del Tech. And I was already planning on going to school there.
Huh.
But, yeah, Coach Curtis Brock, he was in my 2 years there were his final 2 years. He's had some success. He won the Junior College World Series in 2001, I believe it was. But, yeah, Curtis Brock just came to one of my games at my senior year and gave me an offer, and I figured I'd definitely regret it if I didn't play college ball, so I took it up and had some great success at Del Tech.
Yeah, for sure you did. There you were a first-team all-region and really a top bat for the team with batting averages at .439 and .384 your freshman and sophomore years respectively. Was this so you mentioned you had a lot of kind of improvements when you hit that college level. Was this kind of like the part where you sort of flipped the switch? Because, those are, incredible batting averages to have in your first 2 years of college ball.
Yeah, I just feel like I could do more on my own. I had more time to do stuff on my own once I got to college, so I just really improved on what I needed to improve on rather than just go to team practices like I feel like I did in high school. But, I really hit for a lot of average, so I really prided myself on not striking out, especially my freshman year. But, I just had a good amount of success at Del Tech, and I was just happy about my career there, and happy I got to play college ball in general.
And go a little more in depth for me, would you, about playing there in your home state? What was kind of like the team like? What was it like playing for Coach Brock?
Coach, he was a laid back kind of guy. He really only intervened with you if you really needed the help. So, he was a good coach, and I enjoyed playing for him. But it was nice. At Del Tech, the campus was about 20 minutes from my house, so I got to stay at home. And so that was nice the first 2 years in college. And the team, they were mostly other guys from Delaware and guys from Maryland and a few guys. There was one guy from Virginia. So it wasn't really like guys from too far from Delaware. So, but they were like there was some really good talent there. And I feel like we really didn't play up to our potential because we probably could have won the region. But, in that region, it was pretty good talent. I remember my freshman year, there was a guy who got drafted from Mercer Community College out of New Jersey.
Wow. He
got drafted in, I think, the 7th round. He pitched against us. So, there was definitely some talent in that region, but it was a lot of fun at Del Tech.
And you had a lot of talent there too. And you finished your collegiate baseball career, as you mentioned, a lot of local guys at Del Tech, but you kind of went way out of the way towards Kansas, where you wrapped it up as an outfielder at McPherson College. How were you kind of recruited to head to the Midwest and become a Bulldog?
So I remember just sitting. It was my sophomore year, the fall. I was just sitting in Spanish class, and I get a text from Coach Brian Moses from McPherson, and I was like just stunned. Like, I have no idea how he found me. But I mean, at the moment, I really wasn't thinking about going because it's so far. But I mean, he gave me a really good offer. It was really hard to pass up. I really didn't have many other offers, especially good offers. So I figured I'd just go out here, see what it's like. And I mean, I really enjoyed at McPherson playing in Kansas. I mean, so it's a little different in Delaware, but I mean, it's a lot of fun. And Coach Moses just said he looks for some of the top talent at the junior college level. So that's how he found me, because I had a really good freshman year, and he saw my statistics from that year. So he picked me out and signed me, gave me an offer. I went out in December to visit the school, and I really liked what I saw. I really liked the program and the coaches. So I'm just happy I'm there. Yeah.
That's very good, and they for sure look like a great program, especially the past 2 years, going 36-17 in 2019 and 18-7 before this year got cut short. And there was a lot of talent on the team, and you guys had success in a very stacked KCAC conference with the likes of some other top NAI ball clubs like Oklahoma Wesleyan, Tabor, and York. Just kind of tell me about some of the teams that you played on with at McPherson.
So last year, I mean, I really got to give credit to our hitting coach, Kyle McKinnon. He's great at what he does, and he's really helped me with my hitting and hitting for power. Because I mean, he really knows what he's talking about. He puts in the time and puts in the effort to really try to dedicate his craft, like try to make our craft better. Mm-hmm. And he's just always there for us whenever we need any extra work. So I got to give credit to him. But last year we had a lot of seniors there were a few seniors in our lineup that we really relied on for the long ball. And but I mean, our pitching staff was basically the same this year as last year. But, I mean, I'm really bummed that this year we didn't get to finish the year, because I was really confident with what we could have done going into the postseason. So.
All right, so that's a very good point you bring up, because let's just talk a little about the spring season that you were having. In just 25 games, you had a .466 batting average, 18 home runs, 28 extra base hits, and 54 RBIs through a half of a ball season. So first off, I got to ask, what were you eating? How is that even possible that you have 18 home runs in 25 games? What's up with that?
Well, I don't mean to disappoint you, but I'm guessing you got the stats from DAC Stats online. But
yeah,
one of the games it doubled up where I had 2 home runs, so I actually had 16 home runs. But yeah, yeah. I mean, one of my best friends asked me what I was eating, because like there was a Twitter post online, but I just said everything in sight. I really try to put in the time in the weight room every single day, or any day I can, and just really I've really gained a lot of weight since I started my college career, and I really take pride in the weight room. I love to work out, and I love to just try to lift as heavy as I can when I'm in there, and just get as strong as I can, and try to make it translate to the field. And this year really did. And I'm just really happy with what I did this year. I really wish I could have finished the year to see what could have been. But I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing this year.
And yeah, for sure, take that even to the next level, because I'm sure there are a lot of pro clubs that, those numbers have got to turn a lot of eyes. 16 home runs in just 25 games. That's still video game-like numbers. So maybe just take me through that process, in the batter's box. How are you able to have so much success at the plate? What do you think you did best?
Just try to be on time, whether the pitcher's throwing 80 or 90. Just try not to be late. So, I mean, being on time is probably the most important thing in hitting. So that's probably what I try to do the most.
And Would you say that's kind of the same approach that you take at the plate, or do you also try to hit gap to gap, or you just try to drive the ball out of the park, or what else do you focus on when you're hitting?
I mean, the count definitely. Like if there's two strikes, I'll try to protect the plate. But also, if you ever come out to Bulldog Park, which I don't think you probably have been there, but it does get windy sometimes, and the wind tends to blow out. So I mean, I have had a couple of wind-aided home runs, but I mean, if the wind's blowing out, you just kind of try to take advantage of the elements and just hit the ball in the air. Just try to avoid hitting the ball on the ground.
Well, for sure, you at least knew how to put runs on the board and get runners home. So, for sure, you were a big part of the success at McPherson this year with that 18-7 record. And maybe this kind of goes into a little bit of the question too. But what sort of goes into your mental approach when you play the game? How do you kind of try to prepare yourself? Do you do your homework on the pitchers beforehand, or what do you kind of focus on the mental aspect?
Yeah, well, before every series, the night before every series, our coaches will bring us into a classroom and just go over a scouting report about each team we play. And they'll just go over the lineup, their hitters, how we want to pitch against them, how we want to play against them defensively. And then they go over our pitchers, how, like, their velocities, the types of pitches they like to throw, their tendencies. So, I mean, I definitely consider this scouting report and just try to listen to our coaches and what they have to say about the opposing players. But, I mean, I try to always have confidence no matter if I have struck out twice or if I homered twice in the game. I try to always stay confident and just tell myself that I'm better than this pitcher who I'm about to face. So, I mean, confidence is really key in baseball. So I just try to always stay confident no matter what happened in my previous at-bats.
Well, very good. I like that answer there. And for sure, it would have been incredible to see how your season would have panned out. If it were a full season, for sure, it would have been almost all-American nods, if I'm not mistaken. But we're very excited to have you as a member of the Bancroft Bandits this summer in the Pioneer League. So kind of just take us through that recruiting process. How was Coach Kieran able to recruit you to come out to Iowa for this next season?
Well, Coach Kieran, he did hit me up a few weeks ago when the season was still going on, and I actually turned him down because I figured I was going to be graduated, and if I was going to continue to play, I'd want to go on to play either independent ball or maybe get drafted or affiliate ball. So, I mean, I didn't really like the idea of playing collegiate ball during the summer, but I mean, and then he hit me up. I think it was a week or two ago when the season was done, and then I know I'm going to go back to McPherson for another year, and so he hit me up again, and I really thought about it for a couple of days, and he gave me the offer to play, and I figured if I passed up on this opportunity, I know I would regret it, and so I just figured I'd come out to Iowa and meet some new people and meet some new teammates and see a different part of the country. I'm looking forward to playing.
All right. It's for sure going to be a talented team gunning for a repeat as the defending champions of the Pioneer League. And as a graduating senior this spring, is that still ultimately kind of a hope that you're going to keep in the back of your mind, whether you ultimately play professional baseball after your time in Bancroft?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm going to work towards that. Just keep on working really hard, and if I get the offer, I'm definitely not going to pass it up. So, I mean, that's really been a dream of mine for basically my whole life to play professional baseball. So, if the offer comes up, I'm definitely gonna take it.
Oh, very good. And we've had a pretty good track record. 6 players just from last year's team alone went on to the next level. So, if we do the things right, hopefully that dream will become a reality. And you got a little bit more of free time on your hands now. So before the summer, what do you kind of plan on doing for the rest of these 2 months?
Just working really hard. I mean, my buddy's got he's got some weights down in his basement that I go over there. I've been working out there. He's got a barbell and a squat rack and a bench, so I can go down there and work out. whenever I feel like it. And then in my backyard, I've got a big net, and I've just been hitting and throwing into it every day. So just trying to stay ready for summer ball. So just really trying to work hard and stay game ready.
Oh, excellent. Kyle, we for sure cannot wait until you don the purple this summer. And I want to thank you very much for joining me on the Bandits Hideout. Is there anything else that you would like to say or add to the podcast?
I'm just really excited to see Bancroft and meet my new teammates. I'm sure I'll make some great friends. I'm sure there'll be some great people in Bancroft, and I just can't wait for summer ball. And I'm hoping everything goes as planned, and I hope everything with this coronavirus and the pandemic, I hope it all slows down and that everything can go back to normal real soon.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm right there with you. Kyle, once again, thank you so much for talking to me tonight, and have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you, Mitch.
And thank you once again for listening to episode number 9 of the Bandits Hideout. And in this one, we featured Kyle Lux coming to us from Lewes, Delaware this summer. And again, let's all just keep on being hopeful that the season will be starting on time in late May. And hopefully it'll be another fantastic summer of Bancroft baseball, looking to not only defend the PCBL championship from 2019, but hopefully repeat and go back-to-back in 2020. Until the next podcast, my name is Mitchell Kieran, your play-by-play commentator and overall media guy for the Bancroft Bandits, saying until next time, go Bandits.